you're going to just find a lot of very vague statements about human sexuality.
Today on This American Dice, we explore the Winchester Mansion. Will we be able to escape, or will the haunting of the Winchester Mansion be the downfall of the brave cast and crew of an exciting show?
Are you all prepared to escape the Winchester? Everybody has created two characters. First of all, before we decide which character you're going to be playing, what are the suggestions for the name of our TV show that we're making?
The Wraith Riders.
Wraith Riders.
Ghosts, we got them.
Ghosts, we got them.
No, I don't have any to beat those two. I like Ghosts, we got them.
Me too. Ghosts, we got them is the name of our show. So let's go around. I'm going to start with you, Carl. Who are you picking for your character that you're going to be playing?
All right. I will be playing Hap. Hap is their summer intern. He's also an aspiring actor. Hap wants to show all those community theaters that rejected him just how bright his star can shine. He just needs a letter of recommendation first.
And who is going to be joining us as a member of the crew?
That will be Geraldine. She is the producer and also secretly a witch. Jerry has funded decades of schlock TV, and she's on set today to make sure that this is the big one. Satan has demanded it.
Great. The ones I made were Gordon, the director / amateur occultist, and he's a failure in many facets of his own life. However, Gordon still clings to the hope that he may become the Neil Armstrong of ghosts. Mm-hmm. And his moves are action by Paul Newman's Ghost. And there are no unions in hell. And then there's Jewel, the ghost hacker / Bitcoin activist. And fiat will go the way of all the dead presidents printed on it. And her moves are...
Can I tell you, I thought you were talking about the car for the whole time. I just got that joke.
Oh, the Fiat car.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
I was talking about an Italian car.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess.
Where do you think the Italian car gets its name?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my folks right now because I feel like I have like a more of a handle on them at least for a minute. So I'm going to go with, what's the funnier way to say it? Dangly or Dangeli?
I think Alex said Dangally.
I know, but I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to be like, I'm playing Dan.
I think Dangly seems like the right choice.
Yeah, so Alan Dangly. He just likes to go by Al. He's the historical recreation guy. I'm kind of almost viewing him a lot as one of like the Mythbusters kind of dudes. And he's like always like, oh yeah, they had something like this, and he'll like build it. And he's also a conspiracy theorist. So his tagline is, they didn't hire me on Mythbusters because I had the nerve to stand up to Big Pharma.
So brave.
And then the crew member, so he would be like an on-screen personality, like building the stuff. The crew member is Tamara Tuesday, the boom mic operator / U2 groupie. It says, my ears are the best, and my sensuality takes it to the edge. Also to Bono one time almost.
Edge is capitalized.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Awesome. And I'm really interested to see how you're going to use her moves, all of which are very directly the titles of U2 songs.
Yeah. It's a beautiful day to boom. We can't write now. It's Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Then, by the way, I wrote the wrong right. It should be RIGHT. And then I can hear the streets even if they have no name.
Leigh, who are your characters that you've provided?
Griff Jones, a retired boxer and Rent-A-Cop. He could have been a contender, but he never had a fair shot. And Mira, a student activist slash fashionista. And I guess on the crew, she's like the intern in charge of diversity and inclusion.
Very nice.
I thought you were going to say like
Every crew needs one.
social media outreach.
No, more like something else. She's devoted her life to fighting the power wherever she finds it and looking fabulous while she does. Her moves are, if you don't tremble with rage at every injustice, then you're no friend of mine. These Gucci combat boots are made from 100% recycled post-consumer products, and Daddy's black card goes with every outfit.
Oh, that's great.
And what is a
you
black
said-
card?
You said card.
It's like an Amex.
Oh my God, that's okay. That's great. That's wonderful. I was thinking, like, what sport do they pull black cards out on? You know, like, I was thinking he was a soccer player and got a yellow card or a red card, and then a black card must have been a really bad thing he did.
Mm-hmm. See, I heard a different word other than card.
Go on. All right.
I'm a stinker.
Alan, you are the only character who knows this.
Al, but go ahead.
Al. So Winchester University suffered a tragic loss of student life a couple semesters ago in the mysterious disappearance of Professor Swinton, who was the first openly pansexual professor of the university. And with her disappearance came future disappearances of more students, and eventually they were attributed to, they were all lost in and around the Liberal Arts College building, which later became closed. And there have been theories. People have said, first of all, some people just say that these students dropped out of the college.
Oh yeah,
And
that's what they would. That's what they would want you to think.
Right. But there have been reports of students seeing through the windows of this closed building the ethereal visages of the departed peering back at them.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at in the old pictures, if we look at the sconces that were in that building, we could see that those were symbols of an ancient fertility cult that would often kidnap people. I mean, it's right there. If you look at the pictures, you can see it.
Well, now roll a dice. Let's see what you get, and you have a mental of 2.
Rolling a die. I got a 1.
All right.
Good way to start.
So
yeah,
roll
that's
again?
a great way to start. Oh yeah, roll again. Yeah.
I got a 4.
You die.
All right. Al has constructed a makeshift. He's constructed a makeshift battering ram, and he kills himself with it accidentally. Oh my God, my organs!
Yeah. Okay, so you also learned that there were, prior to the disappearance and these mysterious disappearances, Professor Swinton, who also focused on interpretive dance and wait, hold on. What was it? Focus on ancient feminism.
Of course.
Got pottery shards recovered from Baghdad that may have been connected to these fertility cults that you have been so eagerly tracking down.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh, Baghdad. Yeah, that was the home of several of the cults. And today, there are networks of wealthy businessmen who traffic in these artifacts because they believe that it gives them intense sexual powers.
And what better place to have intense sexual powers than college? So,
Exactly.
All right. So, Gordon, you all are gathering. The sun is setting. You're all gathering outside this building, and there's a janitor who comes and brings a key and opens up one of the side entrances for you all. Gordon starts directing people to, get the cameras ready, and for Jewel to have her electronic pulse monitor on, looking for any sort of disturbances. And the lights appear to be on, and throughout the building, at least as far as you can tell. And there's a very convenient room, Al, for you to start setting up for recreationists of what you think may have happened.
Yes, you guys see, and I think as we have a shot where we come in, I think there might be. Oh, are we like currently filming the thing, or we're just kind of wandering up ourselves?
You're setting up.
Oh, okay. I think whoever our camera person is, or maybe the producer, he'll say "Oh, do we have some time to get more shots of these sconces?"
Yeah, Hap will overhear you from a corner of the room that he's been trying to make himself small in. He'll run over to you, say, "Oh, Mr. Al, Mr. Dangley, sir, would you like me to rearrange them, make them more photogenic? I've taken a lot of theory of prop design, and I feel like I could put these whichever way you want. Just you want them in a medieval pattern, you want them in a Renaissance pattern, whatever you want, Mr. Al."
Griff will interject and he'll say, "Shots. Did someone say shots? Did you guys hear some shots?"
I'll say shots, espresso shots. We need more espresso shots. I can get right on that. Just say the word. I'm out of here.
No, kid. It's all right. No, you see, we're going to want to keep this stuff as authentic as possible. I mean, in order to really, really pierce through the veil and understand all the stuff that's been hidden. I mean, look at this. First of all, if you take a line and you draw it between this and this, and he proceeds to then describe some real insane red yarn on the wall kind of level conspiracy stuff of as you can see, that forms an A. What has an A in it?
Hap, that's my name.
Also that.
My ex-wife had an A in it. Alice.
Oh, I thought that was a sex pun.
No, we didn't have a lot of sex. It was a troubled marriage.
Yeah, for whatever reason, old Al Dangley here also doesn't get a lot of sex.
All right, guys, that's enough.
More sex on the set? Because I'll just put in the call.
Guys, I thought I told everybody no drinking before shooting tonight. All right, we're not having the same problems we had on our last shoot, and tonight we're really on the trail of something big. I can feel it. All right. Tamara, go over there, set up the microphones, and Hap, get into character. I want to see you really, really live and breathe a college student who is desperate and down hard on his luck and broke.
I think Tamara gets out a bunch of equipment and she says, "Oh, I'll set it up, with or without you."
And Hap will go in the corner, start trying to enter the mind space of being in crippling student debt with nothing to his name, working desperately at a go nowhere job. And boom, he's
Gordon's
there.
telling you there's no jobs waiting for you. You've accumulated so much credit card debt from all the unpaid internships you've done, and all the projects you've worked on have been complete failures and are gone now. So just really internalize that, please, Hap.
He'll nod sagely and say, "If I do a good job of not believing in myself, will I get that letter of recommendation at the end?"
Yep, sure, kid.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Of course you can. But first we gotta find some ghosts, okay? And his his phone rings this time. Gordon answers it.
Oh, that was right. Hold on. Tamara has to take off her headphones. And she was like, can you turn that, put that on vibrate. Turn that ringer off. Have some pride.
I'm sorry, but it's the network. I really have to take this phone call. It's the network. All right. Yes, sir. But sir, we're only halfway through the season. I can feel it. We're on to something, sir. We're on to something really big right now. You can't cancel the show now, sir. I understand. But you're going to really regret this, sir. We can make it happen. Just give us 12 more episodes. 6. 5. Okay, just this one last episode. You got it. And it will make you proud. I've got some bad news, everybody. The network is only authorizing 6 more episodes. So we really got to find something big. Otherwise, we're looking at cancellation.
And Tamara says, oh, I heard. And she has all this audio equipment.
Sorry, I really got to stop taking my calls on speaker. All right. As you guys are setting up, you hear some creaking out in the hallway. And does anyone go and investigate?
Oh yeah, Hap's gonna like sit up and run out of the room and like put his head out the door and shout out there, "Hey, quiet out there! We're starting to film. We're trying to find ghosts."
All right, roll a d6.
Someone weirdly says goats.
I got a 1, and on my
also got a 1
roll, I got a 2.
Oh wow!
So I got a 1.
All right. Okay, Hap.
Like
all right, so
stroll over there as well, possible.
You hear the creaking stops, but then it starts moving away from you pretty rapidly, and is even louder now. It was subtle, but
Oh man, I say some people and their elephant feet. You know, there's just no courtesy. We're trying to make art here. Should I like look around?
Beautiful.
Is Gordon like running this? Like, and what's his role again?
Director,
Got it.
amateur occultist.
Mr. Gordon, sir, should I go tell the residents of the house that they need to keep it down?
There should be no one else in here. Did you hear something?
Well, yeah, must be some kids. You guys, did you hear that? Griff, did you hear that?
Which way did it go?
Oh, I think Tamara says, oh, it definitely went that way. They were running. Maybe running to stand still.
I'll go to chase after them, but like Griff's pretty slow in his old age.
All right, everybody, places, action. Let's catch that fucking ghost.
Well, if someone's out here, I should run it to ground first.
Yeah, it could be a lost little child or a puppy.
Yeah, or a killer.
Or a killer.
Gordon is running down the hallway, and a lot of the crew is haphazardly trying to follow him.
I think Al's like, oh, I'm gonna stay here to set up the I'm gonna stay here to set up the 1830s the 1830s phonograph.
Right.
It did not exist back then.
That's what makes it so special.
Yeah, exactly.
Tab will pick up like as much recording equipment as he could fit in his hands, which is a significant amount, and like go like barreling down after Gordon.
Okay. All right. And then so Griff, you're running that direction too, right?
Yeah, but slower than the rest of them.
Okay.
Because he's getting too old for this shit.
You had the makings of a varsity All-American athlete.
Yeah,
Griff.
he does. It's true, but his body is racked with pain.
Yeah.
And regret.
Undergrad.
Okay. As you guys continue moving through the building, the lighting gets a bit darker, more dim. The floor, which is carpeted, begins to become a bit uneven, and it's difficult to really move quickly on it. It's like there's big cords, like big cables, coursing underneath the carpet, so it's quite uneven.
Oh man, the set design of this house. Really, I think there's some code violations in here.
Yeah. And Austin, I want you to roll a die.
All right, am I rolling that die as Tamara, or am I rolling that die as Al?
As Al.
As Al. All right, well, let's do this again. What kind of action is this, or just roll a die? I rolled it and I got a 3.
Got a 3. All right. You notice someone in the room with you that you didn't notice before.
Whoa. Oh. Hello.
And it's I'm gonna let Carl play this character. This is a conspiracy theorist who followed you guys in here, who's been like obsessively emailing you guys with his theories about what happened there. And he basically looks like a homeless person.
Oh, okay. So he'll like step out from the shadows and say, Mr. Tangley, I'm so glad I got you alone. I'm so glad for you because I'm here for you.
Oh, are you? I canceled that Uber a little while ago. It's all right. I'm not a big fan. But it's anyway. What's always glad to meet a fan.
No,
I mean,
I haven't used Uber since the 80s. I'm clean.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I have to warn you, Mr. Tangley. There's forces at work here. Forces that your mechanical mind cannot contain. Forces that I have come to fight on your behalf so that you can escape.
he's like, oh, there's definitely forces here for sure. I mean, just look at the lines of this place. It's got some serious Illuminati symbology. I mean, look right there.
That's just it, man. See, I knew you were the one to talk to. Listen, the government never gonna let you get out of here alive if you find out all the weird shit they have hidden in here. Okay? Government, China, Russia, the moon. You think it's just a coincidence that none of them are here now overseeing this project? It's because they're waiting for you to screw up, man.
Hold on. You know what? Based on this 1700s wainscoting here, you know, I do notice a similarity in how this building is built to a certain pizza place located in Washington, D.C., where I can remember a dark conspiracy was being hatched itself.
I am not following, but I feel like you're experiencing this increasingly similar level of panic. You're getting to be where I want you to be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
we're both hitting the same it's the same vibe.
You know, we're cooking different dishes, but we're hitting the same notes. I need you to let the rest of the crew know that it's not safe here. I'll cover your exit. Like start heading towards like the door out of the room. It says, "We don't have much time, man."
I always like to meet a fan. What's your name?
Says me. Oh, I'm no one. Just a friendly guy. And he like runs
No
out
social security card.
I pulled out my own teeth so they couldn't find me. Goodbye. Yeah. And he's like, oh man, that would have been some good B-roll.
All right.
Better not tell. What's the name of the director?
Gordon.
Better not tell Gordon, that way let that guy leave. Huh.
You'll hear from like down the hall. I'm still in the house. I'm still here, but I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna round up anyone else I find before I fight the ancient evil. So just get out of here. Like pitter patter away.
Just keep making a lot of indistinct noises so we can.
All right, Leigh. I'm gonna have you play Gordon, barreling down the halls, and with with the rest of the crew now in tow, some of them distantly away.
Okay.
Now,
He's the director,
can you roll
right?
die for me? He's the director,
sure.
yeah.
I rolled a 3.
3. All right. And so you see a sheet that is that you enter into this big empty shoot, what do you call that? It's a room, and there's lots of room in this room, and there's floors and walls and ceiling, and it's an atrium. And in this atrium, there is some furniture that's been left here. Everything has been covered in sheets, and you notice a sheet that is either being carried by wind or by other forces, spookily levitating up to the second floor of the atrium.
Awesome. And I'm the director, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is try to get ahead of everyone else. And before they can see me, I'm going to get under a different sheet and start pretending like there's a second ghost in here.
Oh, damn. That's all right. This is how television shows get made. This is how you win Emmys. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to get like close to the entrance or the staircase so I can like make a discreet exit when the camera's rolling. And I'll grumble to myself while that ghost is flying away, like, it's never when the camera's on.
All right.
Oh, well, just going to have to take this into my own hands.
You got to make good art.
Hap, you're approaching. You've got a camera. There's also Geraldine in tow. She has a camera. And you see what clearly appears to be a ghost by all, like if you were to ever go and celebrate Halloween, this looks exactly like that kind of ghost.
Whoa, are there holes for the eyes?
Gordon?
Maybe one hole for the eye.
Oh, it's a Cyclops ghost.
Be able to see. They say, Dean Winchester, I told you never to come back here.
Oh, Hap has his camera out. He's rolling. It's like he's thinking like, oh my god, like this is it. This is the real deal. He like turns the camera around to face himself, like Blair Witch style. He's like, this is really it. This is just look, it's a ghost over in the corner of the room.
I'll fly over and push the camera into his face while he's doing that.
Like, oh, whoa, that wasn't me. I swear it was the ghost. He's in the room. Look how afraid I look. You can tell it's real.
Now I'll try to run off as quickly as possible.
And like Hap will keep narrating into the camera. Now the ghost is running out of the room. This is really spooky. And then after you left the room, you like turn the camera back. And say like, see? Now there's nothing here.
Gordon will come back in and say, I saw a ghost fly up to the second floor. I tried to chase it, but I lost him.
Oh, man, you're so brave, Mr. Director, sir. Here, you'll be so proud of me. I got some footage.
He's like sneezing and trying to shake the dust off of him.
So
let me help you with that. The footage just has no ghosts in it. It's just like Hap's face, like talking about the ghost.
Have you
or Al going?
Oh, I was gonna say, did the other crew folks like catch up with these guys?
Yes, they're catching up now as this conversation is excitedly carrying on.
I think when Tamara gets there, she's like, "All right, are you guys set? Are you guys good? We're gonna need room tone."
No, we're not set. All right, we had no audio on that. He didn't catch a single shot of the ghost. All right, there were two ghosts. All right, and you didn't catch either of them.
You gotta believe me, sir. Look how scared I look.
No, give me that camera. I'm filming from here on. And you go up to that second floor, and I point in the direction of where the real ghost went. And I'm like,
Great.
Always wants to hold the camera.
Great.
Regular Adam Clayton.
So you're directing Hap. Wait, did you take Hap's camera away from him and tell him to go up to where the ghost went?
that's right.
All right.
Hap will like dejectedly like start doing his Charlie Brown walk up there.
Griff has reached you all panting into his stomach. And who else do we have?
Getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, he's getting way too old for this shit. Jewel gets there as well, carrying way too much equipment for her tiny frame. And Mira is glaring at everyone. All right. So.
Oh, another white ghost. Classic. Classic white ghost with white sheets. All right. In this day and age.
That's right.
You think this will appeal to the millennial audience? They're not watching TV any longer. It's YouTube live streams, my friend.
It's all about the clicks.
Yeah.
We know that. We know that, Mira. It's all about the clicks. That's why you're
right.
here.
What you're going to get on this show is Russian trolls.
Geraldine, like who's like taking up the rear, who's this old like skin and bones lady, like slightly hunched over. She's just like, white ghosts, Russian ghosts. I don't care. I've seen every kind. Listen, you just need to get it on screen, Gordon. That's your job. That's what I'm paying you for. This footage is shapoopy.
Don't look at me. It's the talent. All right. He was sticking a camera right in his face, like it was some fucking, personal diary. Get up there. All right. This isn't your live journal. You got to actually work now.
And Jerry will say, a good worker never blames his tools. I made my empire out the backs of a bunch of dum-dums. And I'll make this feature off the same. And Hap will run up there.
I hear another word like that, I'm going to my trailer.
A piece of furniture, very large. Something enormous just like crashes down in the middle of the atrium.
Oh my God, did you see that? I didn't do that.
And
we definitely got the audio on that, Tamara says.
Griff will shine his flashlight in the direction that it came from.
It's an entire oak desk that is somehow just fallen through the middle of this atrium.
So he's like shining it where it came from. Is there anything up there?
Is Hap up there yet?
It would appear that this just came straight through the ceiling. There's from several.
Hap will poke his head out from like the hole in the floor up there. Be like, hey, did you guys see that? That's really weird.
Hap has found another camera, and it's also on his face.
It's just his own phone. Just be like,
yeah. He records the reaction for everything.
Yeah, I'm just getting all the reaction shots.
Yeah. And you see, all right, so Griff walks up to it and takes a closer look at it, and he finds a name tag on it, and it's Professor Swinton.
Jesus Christ. This is Professor Swinton's desk. Does that mean anything to you? All?
Hold on. We got to get you to do one more take of that, Tamara says.
I'm not in this. I'm just here to keep you all safe.
No, Griff, can you put that back in the desk and then open it again and then pick it up and then read the name off of it and then look directly into the camera?
I'm going to use one of my moves here, which is I'm getting too old for this shit. How does that work, Alex?
Up to you. You can. Are you just using this move to say no?
I think you say, I'm getting too old for this shit, and don't do it.
Yeah. All right. So Griff is too old for this shit. He drops the name tag.
No. He shreds it. He just says, "I'm getting too old for this shit," and he shreds the note in his hands.
Does he just walk off set also?
Yeah. He's just like, "I'm going to go find Hal. You fuckers can tape all the fake shit you want. Some of us have real work to do here."
All right. Griff has
he's
left the party.
Yeah.
All right, Hap will be upstairs exploring the room that this desk just fell out of.
Okay, you are. So the door is off the hinges, and it's pretty clear that the desk came through here because the molding on the sides of the door has just totally been ripped off. Like this wasn't moved through by two men in a truck. It was pushed out by two felons in a truck.
So was this desk moved from her office, or was this her office?
This is her office. This is the dean of the Liberal Arts College, his office.
Okay, and what was her name again?
Professor Swinton.
Swinton. Okay. Hap will be looking around to see if he can find anything useful to bring back down and show Gordon.
You see a lot of awards for diversity and inclusion. You see a lot of posters about we are all attractive equally as humans. And
Hap will take that one and keep it just for himself with a little tear forming in the left side of his eye.
Yeah.
It's I needed that.
And you're going to just find a lot of very vague statements about human sexuality, and on the walls, and photos of whales breaching the water, and So
All right. So okay. So Hap will be perusing this stuff.
I think Tamara maybe is kind of behind him a little bit. And she's just kind of listening back to the audio that she just got, and she kind of looks up and is like, "Oh, what's all this stuff?"
All right, Tamara, roll a die.
Sure. Got a 4.
You got a 4. Very good. All right, so Tamara, on your equipment, you hear a pitter patter moving through this floor. It appears to be coming from the east side of the building, and it doesn't seem to have one source.
Huh.
Maybe
on.
you should use one of your powers here to narrow it down. Just saying.
Yeah, she's kind of like, "Huh, wait." And I think Hap starts to kind of respond, and then she's like, wait, hold on. And she's listening back to this thing. And she's like, "There's definitely sounds like there's other people walking around in here. I mean,
join us.
And she whips off the headphones. And she's like, "Oh,
All right.
voices. I don't know where those were even from. That definitely wasn't from a recording from before. That doesn't make sense."
If Jerry's in the room, the old producer woman, she's like, "Oh, come now. You can't be the audio girl if you're not going to listen. Put those headphones back on. You signed up for this. There's nothing to be afraid of here."
Yeah. So she's like, "Oh, so pushy. Yes, I'm used to that." And she has a flashback to her going to a U2 concert and having a unpleasant flirtation session with the Edge. And she's like, I'll listen in again. I'll see if maybe there's something screwed up on this in this file.
Yes, listen closely.
And she looks off in the distance and she says, "He never took his beanie off." And then, yeah, there we go. And then she'll put the headphones back
Oh
on.
man, hey Ryan.
And she'll put the headphones back on. And like, I'm referring to this as like she has to rewind stuff. I'm sure that's probably not what's going on, but fuck it, she has to rewind or just say play it again.
You're rewinding it, and normally when you're rewinding something, you'd hear like a, just something kind of not really discernible, but you're hearing as you're rewinding it backwards. Sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away. And it's an Enya song that you recognize. It's not your favorite band, but it is odd that you're hearing it.
This file is messed up, or this tape is messed up. Either the tape or the file, whichever system that we use, is messed up. There's another recording on here that's that's peeking its way through. Again, Adam Clayton.
All right, so can everybody roll a die?
Sure.
I got a 3.
I got a 4 again.
I got a 3 again.
All right. 4, 3, and then Carl, what did you get?
3.
All right. So the power goes out.
Oh
entirely.
no!
Oh, I thought there was no power.
No, you had some power, and when you first enter in the first couple rooms, there was some power.
Mm-hmm.
But now the power is entirely out. It's pitch black, other than some moonlight coming through in the atrium. And Hap, you feel the ground around you start to tremble and move. And in this room, even though it's the dean's office, which is pretty big, there's a large presence that is growing and looming right next to you, hunched over.
I think Griff will be in this room by now as well, since he was following me.
Oh yeah.
So it's a large presence. Do I recognize it?
No, it's just it is a large, dark presence, and the ground has been shaking and like you have felt this thing. It is massive, and it just seems to have appeared out of the shadow, and like you can't really make it out. You're looking in the corner where the desk used to be, and you see 3 red eyes open up.
Oh, can I shoot those eyes?
Yes, you can.
So,
Correct.
Mr. Griff, sir, this doesn't seem right. Save me.
What
I'm like,
the hell is this thing?
go back to hell, you motherfucker.
Yes. All right, roll.
That's such an old man thing to say.
So spooky. Join us next week for another exciting episode of This American Dice. We'll see if our characters can escape the Winchester Mansion. Cast members for this episode include Carl, Leigh, Austin, and our game master was Alex. Hey everybody, if you could please rate, review, and subscribe to our show on your favorite podcatcher, it would really help This American Dice. And for every 5-star review we receive, we'll read it on air. Join us next week for another episode of This American Dice.